What is up, guys? Welcome back to Late Night Frauds. Excuse me. Welcome back to Late Night Frauds, guys. So this week is a horror battle week because last week was a theme week, and yeah, our theme was our top 10 favorite horror sequels. And I just want to say that everybody did a really good job. I love seeing everybody's videos and seeing everybody's opinions, and that's one thing I want to say. I think a lot of our videos got disliked, or at least some of them. And I know mine for sure because I went back and I checked mine. I watched it one more time to see, if I edited it okay. This is something I do. I go back and watch it to make sure I didn't have no errors or mistakes. And mine got a few dislikes, which, I mean, that's cool, but I clearly stated in the video that it's just my opinion. It isn't an official list. These are just films I enjoy, and I just want to say, don't be afraid to have your own opinion. I've been seeing that going around a lot recently. My videos, some friends, just a lot of people just bashing on people for having different opinions. Don't be afraid. Yeah, it's cool to have a same opinion, share the same interest, but if you like something, you like it, man. You can't, it's just, you enjoy film. You enjoy a film. I don't see how someone can really say you're wrong because you enjoyed it. No one can tell you that you didn't enjoy the film. Only you can tell yourself if you enjoyed it or if you didn't. That's just how I feel. Don't be afraid to be different and have your own opinion. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But overall, I thought, everybody did a really good job. I love that type of theme, like a top 10. I'd love to do more of those. But the two films I'm going to be battling this week, guys, are, they're both installments into my favorite, my two favorite horror franchises. And that is Halloween and A Nightmare on Elm Street. And without further ado, they are Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare from 1991, and Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers from 1995. Now, before I dive into the battle, I'm going to review both of the plots briefly. So what Freddy's Dead is about, I'm going to read the back here, and then I'm going to kind of throw in my own words because I don't think the back is going to really offer a lot. So the first little line here is, just when you thought it was safe to go to sleep, Freddy Krueger is back to haunt your dreams and freeze your blood. One mistake there. Freeze your blood? Is Freddy Krueger Sub-Zero all of a sudden? That's just what I'm talking about, man. The cheesy little back reads on here. It's hilarious. But pretty much what the plot is about. Lisa Lane is a child psychologist tormented by recurring nightmares. Sorry guys, gotta click this. I got a message. By recurring nightmares, but not until she meets a patient with the same horrific dreams does her quest for answers lead to a certain home of Elm Street, where an evil that defies the grave is about to be unleashed upon the world. That is pretty bad, man, to be honest. What this film's about, it was, the dream child left off in the year 1989, and this takes place in 1991. Pretty much, Freddy Krueger, he's killed every kid in Springwood, Ohio. And, at the opening of the film, we see this kid. I wouldn't say kid, he's kind of in the middle. He looks like he's about 18 or 19. He's having a dream, and obviously Freddy Krueger appears, and pretty much he sends him out of Springwood, via bus, which is hilarious. While he's dreaming, apparently Freddy can't go out of the city limits, so it knocks him into the real world, the kid, and he hits a rock, and obviously he forgets everything, and he goes to this place, like this little, I won't call it a hospital, but it's for troubled kids, I think one of them is deaf. One is this girl with daddy issues. I think she got abused and everything, and she's a karate fighter. And then you have the stoner. And pretty much from there, it's really straightforward. For some reason, I can't remember, but they go to Elm Street, and they stay in the exact house that was in the original, Nancy's house. And from there, you guys can guess what happens. That's a lot better than that. I don't know who wrote that. That makes no sense. With the same horrific dreams, there's no comma, there's no period. It just says the same horrific dreams does her quest. It just don't make no sense. They really need to fix that. But that is the basic plot for Freddy's Dead. And the next one is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, obviously. What this film is about, which is kind of cool, because they both films, they're sequels. Well, sorry, the ones before this one, not sequels. But the ones before, these right here, the current ones, they took place in 1989, and they left off there for quite some time. This one did it, 1991, and this one came back in 1995. So, to me, that's how long the wait is. And I'm pretty sure it is in the film as well. I don't want to spoil the ending to Halloween 5, but pretty much it left at a cliffhanger. I'll just say that. From 1989, Michael has, he pretty much, if you're watching the producer's cut, the cult kidnaps Jamie. And if you're watching the theatrical cut, you get no explanation. But to me, that's what happens. The cult kidnaps Jamie when they, the Man in Black helps Michael out of jail. Sorry if I ruined Halloween 5 for you guys. But from there, if you're watching the producer's cut, Michael impregnates Jamie. And it's so weird. That's the only part that I really question. But Jamie is, having the baby pretty much. She's pregnant, having the baby, and she's trying to escape, and Michael is, pursuing her. And from there, we get introduced to Kara Strode, Danny Strode, the Strode family, which I really like Kara and Danny. I think they're pretty cool, but, I don't know his name, but the father, he pisses me off. I can't stand him. And also, you have a returning character from the original Halloween, Tommy Doyle, played by none other than Paul Rudd, which I think he did a really good job. I like I don't know, he just brought a certain awkwardness to the role, and I thought it fitted perfectly. And then you have Donald Pleasance back as Dr. Loomis. This is his final film, and he did a really good job. So, pretty much, Michael is back, back in town. It's Halloween. He's back doing what he does best, and that is slaughtering people with just a cult involved. If you're watching the producer's cut. If you're watching the theatrical cut, they really cut the cult stuff out, which I like the producer's cut better. But that is the basic plot for Halloween 6. So round 1, guys, is a story. Which one do I think had the better story? And I'm going to go with Halloween 6. I know that was a quick round, but I'm not a big fan of the Thorn story, but man, they tried their best. They tried to tie it all in. I think Halloween left a lot of plot holes. Halloween 5, I should say, left a lot of plot holes. A lot of just, I don't know, open stuff. And they did their best with, Halloween 6. Even though it's all convoluted, the Thorn trilogy is pretty badly put together. I like it. I like it, 4. I like 4 the best. Probably 6 and 5. But I kind of like the Thorn trilogy. I'm starting to kind of like it a little bit more. But I wish they would have stuck to the basics. But for what it is, I like the story. I like how they evolved the story. They pushed it forward. And with the producer's cut, I love the vibe. I mean, the cult, the soundtrack is totally different. The only thing I really don't like is that Michael impregnates Jamie. I just thought that was weird. But I just think that this right here is just lazy to me. I love it. The Nightmare on Elm Street films, I love, the basicness of it. It's just kind of straightforward. But I do like, that simple, straight to the point. But I would have rather seen Peter Jackson's Dream Lover than this film, even though I do kind of like this film. So Halloween 6 takes round 1. Round 2 is the kills, and again, I got to go with Halloween 6. I thought the kills in both versions are just cool. Cool, bloody, just violent, especially the theatrical. But I like in the producer's cut, they still have gore, but a lot of it's just more simple, more classic Halloween to me. Sorry, you gotta hit that again. Keep on getting little messages on the screen. I just like the kills better in Halloween 6 than I do Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is just, the kills are pretty bad. The only kill I like is when Freddy toys with his victim. I don't want to spoil it, but it's pretty funny. The rest, the video game death, and I wasn't really into the deaths in this film. I just didn't think the kills were all that great. So, Halloween 6 takes round 2. That's 2-0. 3 is going to be acting and directing. I don't know who directed this film. I think it's actually a woman who directed this film. I don't know her name because it don't say it. Oh well. Directed by Rachel Talele. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this film was directed by, I want to say, let me find his name here, Joe Chappelle. And there's a lot of backstory into the production of Halloween 6. It's one of the most notorious. I don't know. It's very unique to me because there's a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes with the producers, just everything. It's so interesting. If you can find like a documentary of it, definitely check it out. But yeah, for round 3, I thought the acting and directing, you have Robert Englund and Freddy's Dead, but I saw everybody else sucked, to be honest. In this film, you have Paul Rudd and Donald Pleasence, and I thought they did a really good job. And you have George P. Wilbur as Michael. To me, personally, I just think that this film had better acting and directing. So round 3 goes to Halloween 6. Round 4, and that's going to be the final round. And that's going to be which villain. Which villain do I like better? Horror icon Michael Myers versus a horror icon Freddy Krueger. I love Freddy Krueger. He has a personality. Love Robert Englund, but I might have to go with Michael Myers. There's just something about him that is just so unique, and I just enjoy Michael. I just think he is awesome. He's so unique. I just love the Halloween films. They're my favorite films. Favorite horror franchise, and the original Halloween is definitely my favorite horror film. Just something about the character of Michael Myers just intrigues me so much. He's the shape. To me, it goes Michael, Freddy, then Jason, just in my opinion. So, Halloween 6 has won this battle, guys. Yeah, Freddy's Dead didn't even win one round. I still enjoy it. I think it's fun and stupid. It's just stupid fun. You don't really have to be, into the film to understand it because it's Freddy going on a rampage. And I guess I can say the same thing about Halloween 6, but to me it has a little bit more story, better acting, it's better directed, and has better kills. And I just love the producer's cut, the feel and the vibe. I just think it's unique, and I'm glad we finally got it on Blu-ray. Check out both of them, but don't go into it with high expectations. But yeah, Halloween 6 has won, and I do prefer it. Leave a comment down below. Do you like Halloween 6 better, or do you like Freddy's Dead better? And yeah, I'll see you guys next week on Late Night Frights. Peace.